I'm angry at a lot of things, and I don't know I'm angry.
Right. I get that, man. I get angry a lot of times, dude. Like, I find myself fucking angry, bro. And I'm just like, what am I so angry at?
Yeah, I hate.
And people are like, what can I do for you? And I'm still angry.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get mad at everything.
Wonder what that comes from, man. That makes me mad too, because it's so funny you said that, man. I'm in a fight in my life right now where it's just like I'm angry about stuff sometimes, and everything is going okay.
That's and then that makes it worse.
And why do I deal with it with anger? Yeah. Why do I even meet it with anger? Yeah.
You get mad at yourself. You get angry at yourself. The real truth is that I believe it's self-loathing.
Like, so no matter what is going on, the
source of anger is yourself, so you can't escape it. Like, if you react the way you react, it all comes down to how you feel about things. And if the way you're reacting to things is frustrating you, or you're not enjoying the way you're reacting unhealthy, like I always get angry or irritable.
Yes.
So you hate yourself, and you get tired of this is dark. It's kind of dark, but you get tired of being yourself in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's an anger that's always there at yourself, so it kind of bubbles out.
Right. Yeah, but I don't know. No, I think that's true. There's an anger somewhere inside of me, always at myself for some reasons that are probably even invisible, or probably at some point in my life I thought, I thought bad things about myself, thought negative things. I experienced things that something was wrong with me. So then I got angry at the way that I was. So yeah, maybe there's a bunch of anger there. But then, like, how do I beat it? So probably helping other people somehow. I think
that's a beautiful thought. I haven't developed that far yet. I'm still selfish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think how to beat it, because it can't stay inside you forever.
Right.
No, that's really wise. I've just started like therapy and taking antidepressants.
Oh, wow. You're just there. You just got there.
I started that like 6 months ago.
Wow.
And before that, I was a fucking mess, bro. Like could not function.
Wow.
Like I literally couldn't function. So that's been...
it's painful, man. People think then you're mean, too, sometimes, not saying you. And I never have ever heard that. And I'm saying that. But,
I thought I was mean.
But that's the thing. And then you can't function. It's miserable being miserable.
That's the worst.
It's miserable,
and then,
man.
like you said, you've got everything going for you. Got the dream job. You're married.
Beautiful wife, you got that zygote.
It's all going on. Way beyond zygote.
That third trimester super wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, a lot of blessings, huh?
And then you're like,
It's funny, dude, I keep talking about it because I'm dealing with some of the same stuff, like everything's okay, and then why can't I just...
You find yourself, you're angry a lot recently?
Yeah, and just I don't know what it's at, and I don't let it out very much, but it's like, I just don't know why I'm just so frustrated,
Do you get angry?
But also, when you don't let it out, then it comes out in a different way that you're not even aware, right? Like, I don't know, I noticed.
Oh, about me? What about me? I was a fucking... I don't know how you tolerated me,
Not
dude.
necessarily you. I had this weird, like, shoulder pain.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna sound crazy, but I had this shoulder pain that started out of nowhere, and then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse until, like, when I would get it, it would last for like a week, and I couldn't function. And like I did all the tests and MRI, whatever, and everything was fine. Sorry.
Take a sip of water.
Yeah, take your time. I get nervous sometimes when there's dead air, but really there's nothing wrong.
You know what? That wasn't that bad of a dead air moment. Sometimes I'll be listening to shows, and the dead air goes for so long, you got to like open your phone and see that it's still playing.
Yeah. Oh, there's one where a guy died. There's a
what?
episode,
Literally dead air.
And people are like, "Oh shit, man!" And the funny thing is, you'll be listening if you don't know he died. You're like, "What the fuck, man?"
What?
What? That's real?
You're fucking with me again.
I'm fucking with you.
Of course.
I am. Well, wouldn't that be great? Like, this production's a real piece of shit. There's so much dead air.
Dead air, motherfucker.
Really Bro, that's a fucking suave move. If you're gonna die,
So okay, I'll
go into dead air. But anyway,
Speaking of dead air, yeah.
So
Let's go back to a live air.
Yeah.
I ended up. You actually bought me this book about the pain treatment. I don't remember what it was.
I heard
called.
Howard Stern. I'm a fan of Howard Stern, and he was. And this sounded like pseudoscience, the stupidest shit ever. But he is always going on and on about this doctor. He's a genius. He saved my life. He's light years ahead. And I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna buy this book for Hila.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I'll look up the name.
Because there's people out there with back pain that probably want to know.
That yeah, man, I have a partial discectomy.
What is that?
They took out part of my disc.
Oh.
At the hospital.
Were you injured?
Yeah.
So I'll find it in a second, but I started reading this book and like it sounded like complete bullshit at first. And I almost like just gave up on the book. But I kept reading, and at first he's just describing your symptoms, and it was like spot on, exactly what I was experiencing. And then he describes the kind of personality that it usually happens to, and it was exactly me too. And then he starts explaining that basically it's actually psychological. And it comes from something that caused a bunch of anger in you that you weren't aware of. And your body, you weren't letting it out, so it ends up manifesting itself in this way.
That makes sense.
The pain. And it was like, it's going to sound crazy, but the treatment is just understanding that that's what it is, and then it actually goes away. And it went away. And like I couldn't believe it. I kept telling Ethan,
dude,
like
it's so ridiculous because I don't
Ethan
believe shit. I'm the most cynical asshole on this earth.
How much I was suffering. You saw that how much I was suffering from this.
She wouldn't even wear necklaces.
I stopped wearing necklaces, jackets, even like anything a little heavy.
So it was a real sensitivity, huh?
Yeah. And
So she read this fucking. I didn't even think you finished the book. You just read half of it.
Once you were healed.
The ending was just kind of testimonials or whatever. I just didn't read that part. But
dude, who reads a whole book? Also, fucking murderer.
I got what I'm saying? No, but like that was a real shocking thing to me because I truly never believed in life in that kind of like mystical connection of like mind and body, like that literal. Healing back pain. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
And the guy, he don't fuck around with the title. It's just called Healing Back Pain.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, man, because I have pain. I think a lot of it does come from stress and hiding it in different places and stuff like that. My mother goes to a tapping place. They do a tapping. Like the people that tap you and...
They just slap you around?
Yeah, basically, really, yeah. I mean, you got to pay them, you know? Dude, I used to go downtown when I first moved here. A couple of Vietnamese dudes would beat the fuck out of you for $40, $50, $70. And they put you in that dog suit, the bite suit that they have, you know, at FBI training. And next thing you know, dude, these guys would beat the shit out of you. And, bro, when you left there, you didn't have a lot to worry about.
Oh, I'll get that recommendation from you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still open. I can text, actually. Yes, no, buddy, he still goes down there.
It's Healing Back Pain.
Healing Back Pain. But so,
John
how do you, when you get angry, do you get angry at like inanimate objects or people? Like, how do you show your anger, your frustration, or yourself?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I think I get angry at inanimate objects. I lose my ability to have empathy or sympathy, you know, in brief moments. And a lot of times for me, it's about control. Anything where there's like control, like I don't want somebody controlling me. I don't like somebody telling me what to do, which makes it sometimes tough for me to work with others. But I'm recognizing that those are two different things now, so I can start to have a little bit more peace about them. But yeah, and so when I feel like somebody's trying to tell me what to do, or there's control, or somebody didn't treat, or it's not, somebody's not being fair to me or to someone else. Like those are the things that really, like fairness, I feel like is very, you know, that makes me just so angry. I feel like, but yeah, when I get angry, it just, yeah, sometimes it's just like this gremlin inside of me that just wants to fucking escape, you know, and I don't know And sometimes I'll be rude. I'll be short with people sometimes. And usually it's people that I work with. So it's like more in a work environment. Fortunately, I feel like I'm able to come back around and like recognize it a lot of times, but I still wish that I could eradicate it, you know?
The worst is dude, I totally feel the same way. I don't think I really had, I don't understand my triggers, but I would get in these really pissy, and I would come in here to the office and I'd be short and just fucking such a bitch, you know? And I so didn't want to be that way. And I'd be like, even in my own head, like, oh, it's one of those days where I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah, where I'm an asshole, where I'm a bitch. Yeah, because then you're really, at a certain point, I'm being victim. I am being a weak to whatever is controlling me. And so that started to be like, that just recently it started to be like, even in this conversation, I need to find some healthy means to be able to figure that out and process it so that I don't let this anger have control over me. Because it shouldn't, you know, because then it just affects other people, and you don't want to be mean to other people. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, especially people that are always like being supportive or trying to help.
Exactly.
And you just can't,
You can't appreciate people. You become so cynical, right? And then like fuck, like that he fucked up and he didn't do this and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because your lens, you got that dark lens on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, it's a perspective thing, and it's true.
And then when you put on those fucking clear glasses, that is reality.
Yes. You're like, oh, this guy's tried his best.
This guy's the best.
And like, I do everything perfect. Fuck no.
Oh yeah, and then I'm the guy who shows up at the last minute, who's a fucking asshole, doesn't do shit, comes here, leaves, them work, and they're the assholes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I know. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that.
And I would hate that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I think the deep truth is that knowing you would hate that guy if you met him.
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck that. That guy's a fucking douche.
Yeah. Why would he be like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. And that's what I would also think about that guy. Oh, that's sad, man. It's sad that he feels that way. It's sad that he has so much anger about something. It's sad that he can't see the joys in his own life, you know? Yeah, it's I don't know. I think this conversation is even kind of helpful to think about. It doesn't happen to me a lot, but I do notice it happens to me. And some of it is like, how much stress do I want to put on myself? Am I trying to do too much? Am I reaching outside of my means so that my system is trying to tell me, hey, man, like, this isn't some of your path. You're being tempted by, you know, different things or things you don't even want to be. And
right. Yeah. That's true. There's truth to that. I found that to be true. It's hard to recognize those signals, too. It takes wisdom.
Yeah, I think it's hard to recognize them. It takes even to having conversations like this, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and realizing.
I think a lot of people, I think everybody to one degree or another can relate.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in any position. And so I think that I love having conversations like this because on a personal level, I love it. I love hearing what you're going through.
Yeah.
Someone who's in a similar situation to me. But then other people everyone blames themselves. I think in general, I know I have a problem, and I think people in general have a problem like genuinely loving themselves.
Yeah.
Or you don't even have to love yourself. You just can tolerate yourself.
It almost sounds like insane to me.
Yeah.
The idea of loving yourself.
It is maybe insane. I don't know, but
like, what do you mean by that? Sorry to interrupt you.
Because I'm so not capable of loving myself that it almost sounds to me like a joke when you say
it's
it.
like weird.
Oh, wow,
It's
really?
like a little psycho almost.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy, yeah.
It's that crazy.
I actually feel the same way. Like, it almost, then it's like, what are you, a narcissist? What do you love yourself? You're not that great.
Right.
The fuck do you?
Right. But see, that, and whatever that part is in us, that thing will never stop. That thing will always hit the ball from one side of the court and then go to the other side with the same racket. That thing doesn't, whatever that thing is that tells you that thing doesn't care about us at all. That thing is like that's the dark arts.
Yeah.
That's the thing that lives in us that does not care about us at all. You know, it'll hit the ball back and forth forever. And you'll just fucking be this guy that plays this game, or not you or any of us. You know, we'll be this person that plays this game that's not even real. And we weren't even, you know, we could have walked off the court and had a blast.
That's the fucking, that's a great analogy. You're a wordsmith. Did you know that?
I don't know about that, man.
You got to accept the compliment.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Because it's the same part of us that doesn't accept compliments, too.
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
You're like, I'm not a wordsmith.
Yeah. Right, yeah, you're right.
Just a guy.
That's sweet of you. Well, I appreciate, you guys are nice to have me. It's a nice conversation. And it's nice to catch you guys at a time in your life, like I get scared about like maybe, getting in a relationship and having a family and that kind of stuff. And it's interesting to see that you guys are thinking about some of these things right now when you're about to have a baby. And
definitely.
By influencing a kid, you can really change the way that things happen in the world and things that happen in our own lives, and we can, cut off, bad things that have gone down our own, tributaries of genealogy, and we can change them, I think, with good parenting and with thinking about these kind of things.
I hope so.